It's a fresh pair of sneakers. I honestly feel like I can see price and like read price honestly better too. It's kind of paradoxical. I changed my colors and I can see things now. I didn't realize how used to a black chart I was until I looked at this and then I said, wait, this is funny. No, but it's been like this is like the first time I've changed my chart colors in like over 2 years though. So. But I'm really liking this setup. Feel like there was a milk joke that I wasn't here for? Oh, buddy, there was definitely a milk joke that you were not here for. In last night's charting session. It's a new technical term. You can also say, like taking the market by the udders. But the udders is kind of crazy. I mean, that's what we'd be doing though. If market stops rallying. Blame it on my youth. Whoa. Trading has just been pissing me up. Okay.
Y bueno, ahora estamos esperando aquí a ver qué pasa. Respecto aquí este fair value gap de día, tanto en IES como en Nasdaq. Entro aquí,
because the draw on liquidity is higher.
London
Sell side's
session.
already been taken on the bigger time frame. This is basically our turtle soup. This is like all and everything that we needed to really do for us to be bullish, we've now done. That's why we're seeing so much efficiency to the upside, is because we're in a buy model. Price has pulled back, taken internal liquidity. This is like where we expect to see the most efficient price action to the upside. So we're pretty bullish because of that. Now, not to say that we can't rebalance, but why didn't we long then? Because there's no model. Market opens and we go straight up. There's no model here. And then when we have a bearish S&T, again, I can't fight that. It doesn't matter what I think the market's going to do. It's what's this showing me. If there's no model for me to take a long, again, the only way I can take a long is here, which is pre-market. There was no setup at open. Now there was a little continuation. The only setup that you could take is a little continuation long at open when NQ holds this 1 minute fair value gap and we put in an S&T like this. That's the only possible setup.
Right.
Again, I don't care if the market moves 100 points or 500 points. I matter, is my model present? Is there actually a trade for me to take? I don't think there is a weekly profile. I think Monday is the low. I don't think Tuesday took. Actually, wait. This would be a midweek reversal because Thursday's taking Wednesday low. Or not a midweek. It'd be. Oh my God, why am I forgetting? It'd be a consolidation reversal. When you say model, what specific model are you talking about? So like in relationship to the model, like what we are looking at right now is a market maker sell and buy model. So this is the buy side of the curve, right? Sell side's been taken. This is buy side of the curve, and in buy side of the curve, we expect to what? Go to buy side, which is this high, right? And then internal buy side, which is this high, resting in equilibrium, this is for value levels, right? So in relationship to this model, the model that we're looking for so there's a model like within what we're looking for, like, or what the market shows, like market maker sell models, market maker buy models, and then there's also this extra stuff that I've added, which is my model, which is forever model. So I'm looking for sell side, so I'm changing the state for value gap. This is where I'd be looking for entries, but it ran without us here. Same thing with the ES here. This is buy side of the curve.
Ah, no hay nada. Hasta que Nasdaq no se lleve el
Hello.
buy side aquí.
So weird that some people can't hear it, some people can. Discord's gotta fix their shit. Yeah, I would try restarting Discord. I know, Carter. But again, that's why I'm not upset too, because the market's going to do whatever it wants to do. If there's no trade, there's no trade. The only way that I could have taken a trade here is if this internal high gets taken, we put an S&P in, and then we fall back inside the range. But we didn't do that, right? So right now, I'm still just being reactive to what the market's doing. Most of the time, again, because we're so efficient, and again, why is there efficiency? Because the bigger time frame buy model, we've already taken internal liquidity inside after external sell side. So now both of those pieces have put in the puzzle. So we're expecting efficiency towards buy side. So when this internal high gets taken, I can't take a long when we're at equilibrium in the range. I can only take a short. So I'm looking for sell side displacement, which never was given. So there's no trade. And then we continue higher, which again still means there's no trade. I can't take a long in premium. The only way that I can take a long here is if we come back down and tap this inverse and have some sort of internal model. But I can't. There's no trade for me right now. If I woke up and this is where price was, I would be in long right now. If I woke up like 2 hours before open, I would 100% be in longs. This is very, very clear. Now, because we're going to open here and we're already deep further in the range, I have to see at least internal manipulation, which we don't. We just pump. So there's no entry. If I'm taking entries below here, then absolutely. great fractal model, and also a reason why you could expect this kind of efficiency is because like this bigger time frame looks super clear. And I posted this chart early in the morning before we hopped on live. Like this bias is extremely clear of what we want to do just based off this model. You'd probably be okay with not taking a trade during a trading session, understanding market conditions, and it's helped my trading so much. I got you, Lulu. Again, as soon as we put our pride, not necessarily our pride, but our desire to constantly like get affirmation from the market to make money. Like if you have to come into the market, your desire is to just take a trade every single day, you're going to end up constantly taking trades that aren't there. And the more that I trade and the more money I make, the more picky I also get with what I'm looking for. Because if the market is not fitting the categorization, which I know is going to make me money, I'm not going to put on risk just because I can't sit still and I want my dopamine receptors to be fried. Like if that's the kind of person you are, it's going to be very hard for you to gain success where you need to press a button, you need to see some sort of reaction, you need to see a P&L to even make you think that you're doing something right or wrong. Like one of the biggest, we were talking about this a little bit last night's session, but you have to understand if you are in the mindset that you think that trading is the work and like, oh, if I'm not actively putting on trades, that means I'm not improving. You need to break that perspective in your head because that's what's really getting in the way of your success. Again, you have to really think about what trading actually is. 95% of trading is not trading. Think about that. 95% of trading is not trading. So until you care more about not trading than you do trading, you're not going to be successful. You need to care more about when not to be in. In which you're taking really bad, like what the differences between maybe if there was no